See, this is the shit that I'm talking about when I say that as a Disney adult, I understand why other people make fun of Disney adults. Some of y'all try so hard to be right and police and clock every single little thing on the internet, when I think there's a few things you either didn't know, didn't understand, or that you just didn't hear in that last video. So let's break down this comment. So first off, this happened literally 12 years ago. This was for my 20th birthday. In fact, I can give you a date. So I remember I flew down to Florida the day, like it was 3 days after I turned 20. So that my birthday is June 17th. I would have flown down June 20th. I went to Magic Kingdom the day after, which means this would have happened on June 21st, 2014. In fact, the exact location this happened, so you can go to Main Street Bakery, which is right there. That's where you can get Starbucks in Magic Kingdom. And then they have this like little loop around on the right-hand side if you're walking down Magic Kingdom, and if you're walking down Main Street in Magic Kingdom and you're looking straight ahead at the castle, off on the right, which is this thing right here, there's gonna be that loop in over by Crystal Arts. Now, in that little loop down, I know it's always been there when I've been there, like, even since last time with her, there's usually like a little stand. There's not always someone there who's doing it, where they do like the paper cutouts of your profile. Silhouettes is what they're called. And then right down below me, right here, on occasion, they will do little character meet and greets. Now, I haven't seen it happen in a while, but I have done a few of them right in this exact spot a while ago. Again, remember, this happened 12 years ago. And yes, it's usually minor characters, but I swear to God, there was Snow White right there. No, I do not think it's odd that, you know, I was the only person that was there without a child, that I was the only adult. Number one, I was just telling part of the story. I was the only one without a child there, and I was the most excited. Like, that doesn't make it weird. I'm just saying that was part of, you know, the circumstance of me being there. But number two, I'm also telling the story from the perspective of someone, again, who had just turned 20 years old 12 years ago. The PhotoPass photographers are Disney employees. They go through Disney training and all that. They just do a separate photography training. But also, I was just mentioning that the photographer was there, like they were part of the people that were there. I didn't use the PhotoPass photographer. You know what? The PhotoPass photographer actually probably did take some pictures. We didn't use them. My cousin and I didn't have PhotoPass that day. So she took pictures of me behind the photographer on her camera, like on her phone. Now I'm going to combine the part where you think that the death threats and the, you know, Snow White actually breaking character. I'm going to put those 2 points together because I find this interesting and they do pile in together. In all my years of going to Disney, of all the so many characters that I've met over the years, this has literally only happened to me once. I've also never once like tried to get a cast member to break character. It just, sometimes it happens. And it doesn't happen a ton because Disney trains their people very, very well. But on occasion, it does happen. There are plenty of people who have talked about it happening, whether or not they've tried to get them to break character, whether it's happened on accident. Cast members are people too, and sometimes they're going to have off days. Sometimes shit happens, and maybe this was someone's off day. Maybe they were new. Maybe they were, you know, having a rough day. Something was going on in their own life where they weren't